Hey, I'm Matt from the band Spoken.
I am Brandon from the band Spoken.
I'm Oliver from the band Spoken.
These two are pretty great with their little MacBooks and programming drums and all this stuff, and so they would build like drum loops and stuff, and like Aaron would do the same. We would just like come up with guitar ideas, and like they would just build kind of the basic structure of a song, and then like I would go to this MySpace, listen to it or whatever, or they would just send me files, and I would write my parts, and then once we all got together in one general location, which was 2 weeks before we recorded the album, we kind of hashed out all the ideas, and I think it's a technology the way it is. It's a great way to write a record if you can't be all at the same place at the same time, and not relying on your sound check at a show after driving all day long and like rushing around. Once you get to a venue to try to write songs, it's pretty great. I just lost my dad during the recording of the album or whatever, and that's where the song just like it came about. The music was written, but the lyrics were not. You know what I mean? I was back and forth like, what do I want to write about? I don't like this. I don't like this. I kept rewriting it. All this stuff. My dad passed away. It struck me as like, man, hope is all that existed in that moment was like hope in Jesus. That was it. Of like when I heard. Anyway, that's where all the lyrics came from and all this stuff. So it's kind of like God used a horrible situation to glorify Him. Like a lot of people are like, man, when hope is all you have, all this stuff. And it's like, great, you know what I mean? It sucks that myself and my family went through this situation for that song to come about. But it's kind of like you look at it as like God used everything for the good. And if you look at it that way, yes, it totally makes sense. From the beginning of this band's existence, 12 years ago, okay? Like February 10th, 96 was like our first show, okay? In a garage. We didn't even have a name. We're like, okay, we just played a party for 12 people, and half of them could care less. Okay, so that narrows it. 6 people, our first show, whatever. And it's like, okay, we are pretty dedicated here. Throughout our whole career, we have been dedicated beyond reason. And in layman's terms, that is stupid. Like, that is the translation. We are stupid. We have had every reason in the world to quit, to call it quits. Every reason that a band should break up, we've had it, except the overwhelming desire to do this, to play rock and roll, to try to share what it is that we believe in our heart, to believe, like, Jesus is who He said He was. Son of God, Savior of this world. That is it. We love what we do. We love Jesus, and we want to trust Him, and sometimes it's hard to trust, but it's what's gotten us to this point in our lives, to, everything. So I just would encourage anyone to be like, you're going through stuff, welcome. Welcome. We all are.
Punch in.
It's just talk about it and try to, figure it out, and just really trust. If you say you're going to trust in God, do it. Just allow Him to work, and it will be hard, but it'll be worth it. Hey, what's going on? We are the band Spoken. You're watching Contact 2918.